Hi, welcome to AT40. The title of this class is Job Preparation, but it's a whole lot more than that. We'll get into that in a little bit. My name is Kathy Rice. Some of you may have seen on the list of classes, it's listed under Mary Rice. Same person, blame my parents. This class was originally scheduled to be on campus from 12 to 1:15 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And with that schedule, during those hours, you will need to be available to be on a Zoom meeting. We'll meet there, and I don't know that it will go the whole 12 to 1:15. I'll try not, but I want to make sure to keep very close in contact with you so that you don't have so many problems with the class. If you can't make these meetings, please let me know as soon as possible. Let's see what we can work out. I want to show you a little bit around Canvas. When you open up your Canvas dashboard, you're going to see your class. It's this one, 39474. Okay, when you open it up, you're not going to see all of this because a lot of this I have closed. But what you're going to see is you're going to see these modules. There's a welcome module, and this just covers the first few days. Then you're going to see a Unit 1 self-management module. That's the first module that we're going to do, really getting into the nuts and bolts of the class. So, and I will open up these things as we go along. One thing I want you to be very careful of when you go through these, try not to go through the calendar or the special syllabus to get your dates, to get your assignments. Go to the modules page, because that modules page is where you're going to see these in order. And this first module, you're going to have to complete all of these items before you can move on to the second module. So in order to make sure you're completing them, you need to go to the module setup. That's a lot different than what some instructors do. So try to be careful of that. So as you're going through these too, another one I want to show you real quick here. When we get into these chapters, the first chapter we're going to do is chapter 3. If you look here, it says lecture video, a PDF of the book chapter, and there is a chat discussion board. There's these 3 items here. When you go into here, and I'll talk about this more when we get to that point, there's 3 steps on this. Make sure that you do all 3 steps. For the first unit of the class, I know it takes a while to get the book, especially now with circumstances the way they are in the bookstore, semi-closed. It's going to be a little bit harder for you to get the book. So for the first unit, chapters 3, 4, all the way down, and then the last chapter we're going to do is chapter 2 in this unit. I have included a PDF of the chapter of the book here for you to read it. So when you click on this and you scroll down here, you click on this chapter of the book and you open it up. Here is an exact chapter of the book. This is chapter 2, as you see right here. The copy's the best I could get. So the book is actually in Canvas. After we get through Unit 1, you need to have your book. So legally, I cannot do more than the first unit. Otherwise, I could get in trouble for plagiarism and all of that kind of stuff. You say now, okay, well, you're talking about the book. What is the book? If you look at the book, look for the book. It's Professionalism Skills in the Workplace. Here is the ISBNs. The 3rd edition, you can get on the web very, very cheap. I don't know the exact cost right now. The prices are going lower and lower. The 4th edition, here is the ISBN number. You do not have to have the most recent, the 4th edition. The only difference is that some chapter numbers are a little bit different. So you need to look at the title of the chapter. Don't just take the chapter number in mind. And I'll always tell you what the title of the chapter is that we're looking for. And if this causes any problems for you as we're going through class, let me know. But this is named Professionalism, Skills for the Workplace. And so you can get it through the bookstore, but I would strongly recommend you look online. They're much less expensive. It might even come faster. Okay, and I've given you a couple of weeks, you know, probably the better part of 3 weeks before you need your book, because I provided those chapters for you. So what else do we have here? Let's look around a little bit. We've got the welcome. We've got on these course tips, really important that you take a look at this. When you look at the course tips, there's some things here that you may not know how to do. Let me explain to you too, that those of us who teach this class have gotten together and we've each made some of the videos. So you may see a video where it's not me, it's someone else, but there's no use in me remaking the video because they've done a really good job. So, you know, like here, do you know that you can save your files in Canvas? Here's a video showing you how. You know, do you know how to take a screenshot so that if for some reason you have problems with it, with something, you can take a screenshot and send it to me and say, look, this is what it says. And we also have instructions for the PC user and the Mac user. So take a real close look at that. There's some very, very valuable tips in there. There are several places you can look for your assignment due dates. Right here in the modules, right down here is the due date and the point value. You can always figure out that the assignments are all going to be due at 11:59 on that day. If there's another time, please let me know. I may have set the time up wrong. I'll be glad to correct it. Believe me, I'm not perfect. I'm still trying to set this up. So watch for those kind of things. There's in the course tips, there's instructions how you can find your grades. Over here on this panel over here, there's some things that we will and will not use. The big one that we will use is the Confer.Zoom. I will do a separate video on the Confer.Zoom so that if any of you are having any problems getting in, I'll have a video showing you how. Okay, so for the first video, I think this is enough. The next video that you'll see is on the syllabus. I want to take a little bit of time on the syllabus on a separate video. So have a good day and welcome to class.